Well, for more on this story, we cross to our reporter, Mariska Botha. Very good afternoon, Mariska. What's the latest?
Well, the rain has started coming down, and as predicted, there is severe weather on its way to the Western Cape. Once more, as you'll remember, a few weeks ago, well, a month ago, we had severe flooding across the Western Cape as a result of heavy downpours, and there's fears that we might see more of that weather coming in from later this afternoon, but it has started drizzling. We are now at the hive or the hub where everything is taking place, where everything is coordinated from in Riverlands, of course, where there was severe flooding after the bursts of 2 dams in the very early hours of this morning. I'm just going to step out of shot for a moment so you can see there the truck of Gift of the Givers have indeed arrived. They are coordinating the distribution of blankets and food. We just spoke to the gentleman who's driving the truck, who said they're going to start offloading here at the Riverlands Primary School in the next half an hour or so, which will be blankets and everything to keep people warm and mattresses, and then he will go back to Cape Town to fetch food parcels. He said over 1,000 will be collected. At this stage, we know from the department or the Provincial Department of Local Government that it's around 250 people that are severely affected, around 50 homes that were destroyed. We spoke to a gentleman a little bit earlier, about half an hour ago, who told us his Wendy house, well, we actually saw it, was moved, lifted and floated 30 meters from its original position as the water came down. People described it as the sound of a bomb going off, and the next moment there was water everywhere. Now, of course, it's also bitterly cold here at the moment. There's a lot of children standing around watching us as we're talking here. They're covered in blankets. They're all trying to stay warm and dry, and this is where they need to come. If any of them are watching this at the moment, please come to the Riverlands Primary School, where everybody will be registered, names will be taken down, so that the emergency services and disaster management can coordinate the relief effort that is to follow. Roads have been destroyed. There's a gravel road that's completely gone. Several homes have been flattened. There's great damage in a number of homes as well. People telling us that their structures are not sound anymore. We spoke to a gentleman also a little bit earlier who had a prosthesis, and he said that this morning was just horrific. They had to run for their lives, and they also expressed their concern that they have mentioned to the municipality before that they are concerned about the two dams that are up there. In total, there's 3 dams, and it's a farm of rural development where these dams are located. The one broke its walls, spilled over into the next one, and then all of that water came flooding through this entire area of Riverlands. Again, I'm going to ask my colleague Clinton Surf just to show you. To the right, you'll see is an EMS vehicle. Now, they just backed up. They're ready to move again to go ascertain for themselves where the most severe damage is, where there are people who might still be in need. But we do have confirmation, as you mentioned correctly. It was 2 children that was reported missing this morning. They are safe and sound. They were found, and in total 15 people were rescued this morning by EMS services. It's certainly going to be a harrowing, at least a week for the community here where we are standing. And we also understand that in Chatsworth as well, not far from here, there's also severe damage. So it's going to be a very, very long night for most of the residents from this area. It is going to be bitterly cold, and more adverse weather is coming, and there is concern about the 3rd dam. Water engineers, as we understand, are on their way to ascertain if the structure of that dam is sound, because they are worried. And we got this from Anton Bredell, who is the MEC for local government, that that wall of that dam, the 3rd dam, might also give way. So it's certainly tense hours and days that will follow. But aid is here, relief is here. People are huddling here at the primary school, all trying to ascertain where they need to go and what they need to do. And for the time being, this is where they need to gather to ensure that they will get the help that they need.
Mariska Botha, thank you very much for that comprehensive report there.